A 45-year-old man just retired with 4.7 crore rupees. Never built a business, never traded stocks, never even had a side hustle. Just rode his scooter to the same boring job for 25 years and lived in the same 2 BHK apartment. His nephew recently revealed his secrets and it's going to blow your mind. So recently, a social media post went viral that completely changed how I think about wealth building in India. A nephew shared his uncle's story, how he retired at 45 with a corpus of 4.7 crore rupees. Now, you might be thinking, okay, another business success story. But here's the twist. This uncle never built a business, never traded stocks, never even had a side hustle, and never earned millions in salary. He just had one boring job, lived in the same 2 BHK apartment for 30 years, rode a scooter his entire life, went on vacation exactly once to Kerala, and yet he accumulated 4.7 crore rupees by the age of 45 and now travels with his wife every weekend. But here's what really got me thinking. In a country where everyone's chasing the next big opportunity, where we are constantly told to earn more, this uncle proved something completely different. He proved that you don't need to earn more, you need to save early. Today, I'm going to break down his exact strategy, why it worked so brilliantly, and most importantly, how you can apply this strategy today. Because trust me, by the end of this video, you'll realize that sometimes the most boring strategies are actually the most powerful ones. Let me paint you a picture of this uncle. In 1998, when the Indian economy was just opening up and most people had never heard of mutual funds, this man made a decision that would change his life forever. He invested 10,000. That's it, just 10,000 into a mutual fund. Now, think about it. In 1998, what were people doing with their money? Fixed deposits, gold, maybe some property if they were lucky. But here's this guy quietly putting money into something most people didn't understand. A couple years later, he started something called a systematic investment plan or SIP. He began with just 500 rupees per month. Now, I know what you're thinking. 500? That's nothing. But here's the beautiful part. He did not stop there. As his salary increased, he increased his SIP from 500 to 1000, from 1000 to 2000. By 2010, he was investing 20,000 every single month. And he never stopped, never paused, never made excuses. For 25 years, he did this. Same job, same apartment, same scooter. But every month, without fail, that money went into his mutual fund SIP. And when he retired at 45, his nephew asked him how he did it. The uncle simply handed him his passbook and a CAMS statement. The number 4.7 crore rupees. Now let me tell you why this uncle's approach is absolutely brilliant and why it's probably better than 99% of the get rich quick schemes you see online, be it dropshipping, crypto trading, or the next big trend. First, the power of starting early. This uncle started in 1998. Let me give you some context. If you start investing 5,000 per month at age 25, you'll have 1.7 crore by 60 if you get a modest return of 10%. But if you start an SIP of even 7,000 per month at age 30, you'll only have 1.4 crore by the time you are 60. That's 26 lakhs less, just for starting 5 years later, even with a higher amount. Second, the magic of compound interest. Albert Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world, and this uncle proved it. When you consistently invest over 25 years, you're not just earning returns on your money, you're earning returns on your returns. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, getting bigger and bigger. Third, dollar cost averaging. By investing the same amount every month, this uncle was buying more units when the market was low and fewer units when it was high. This automatically averaged out his cost, reducing risk over time. But here's the controversial part, and this is my personal opinion. I think this uncle's strategy is actually better than starting a business or trading stocks because it requires zero special skills, zero market timing, and zero business knowledge. It's foolproof. It just needs time, patience, and consistent investment. But here is where it gets interesting and where most people would struggle. This uncle's financial discipline was matched by his lifestyle discipline. Same 2 BHK apartment for 30 years, same scooter for his entire working life, one vacation to Kerala in 25 years. Now, I'm not saying you need to live like a monk, but think about it. While his friends were upgrading their cars, buying bigger houses, and going on fancy vacations, this uncle was redirecting that money into his future. He was literally buying his freedom. There's a psychology principle here called the hedonic adaptation. We quickly get used to lifestyle improvements and they stop making us happy very soon after happening. But financial freedom? That's a permanent upgrade to your life. The nephew mentioned something very beautiful. After retirement, this uncle and his wife now travel almost every weekend. They have the financial freedom to do whatever they want. But here's the kicker. Even after retirement, he still lives in the same 2 BHK. No lifestyle inflation, no showing off, just pure financial freedom. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had a family member like this uncle. Now, let me give you some shocking statistics about retirement in India. According to recent surveys, 57% of urban Indians believe their retirement savings will last only 10 years. Only 20% believe you should start retirement planning before the age of 30. And here's the shocker. Most Indians think 1.3 crore is enough for retirement. With inflation, that number will not even be close. This uncle accumulated 4.7 crores by 45, which means he'll have way more by traditional retirement age. While most Indians are worried about their retirement, this guy is living his best life at 45. But here's what's really interesting. The social media post got mixed reactions. Some people called him a genius. Others said he wasted his life living like a convict. Yeah, because having 4.7 crore and complete financial freedom at 45 is totally wasting your life, right? This reaction shows you exactly why most people will never achieve financial freedom. They're too focused on looking rich instead of being rich. Based on this uncle's story and current market conditions, here's a framework you can start implementing today to achieve financial freedom. Step 1. Start with whatever you have. Don't wait for the perfect amount. This uncle started with 10,000 lump sum and then started 500 per month 2 years later. If you can afford 500, start with 500. If you can afford 5,000, start with 5,000. The key is to start now, not tomorrow. Step 2. Increase with every salary hike. Every time you get a salary hike, immediately increase your SIP by at least 50% of that increase. Got a 10,000 raise? Increase your SIP by 5,000. This way, you're paying yourself first and avoiding lifestyle inflation. Step 3. Choose the right mutual funds. The uncle chose mutual funds, not individual stocks. Why? Because mutual funds are diversified, professionally managed, and perfect for long-term wealth creation. You could focus on large cap equity funds for stability and mid cap funds for growth. Step 4. Automate and forget. Set up automatic SIPs on the same date every month. Don't check your portfolio daily. Don't try to time the market. Just let it grow for 20 to 25 years. This uncle's success came from consistency, not cleverness. If you still want to outperform this uncle badly, just invest additional money whenever the market is down. If you start your SIP at 25 with 5,000 per month and increase it by 10% every year, you will have approximately 2 crore by 50 with 12% returns. If you start with 10,000 and increase by 10% annually, you're looking at roughly 4 crore by the age of 50. Now, some people will say, but what about emergencies? What about enjoying life? Look, I'm not saying live like a beggar. But there's a difference between smart spending and mindless consumption. This uncle enjoyed life. He just defined enjoyment differently. Create an emergency fund first and then start your SIPs. And remember, financial freedom is enjoyment. Being able to retire at 45 and travel frequently, that is the ultimate luxury that this uncle achieved. So here's my challenge to you. While everyone around you is chasing the next big thing, looking for shortcuts and trying to get rich quick, why don't you try the uncle's boring approach, which you've seen is proven and backed by data? Start small, be consistent, and let time do the magic. The uncle's nephew ended his post with something profound. This uncle's kids don't even know about his net worth. He didn't do this for social media likes or to show off to anyone. He did it for genuine financial freedom. You know what I think? I think this uncle is smarter than most of the entrepreneurs and stock traders. Why? Because he built wealth with certainty, not risk. He didn't need to worry about market crashes, business failures, or competitive threats. He just needed patience and discipline. And that's something any of us can do. Whether you're 22 or 35, it's not too late to start your own version of this journey. The question is, are you willing to be boring today to be free tomorrow? If this story inspired you to start your financial journey, hit that like button and subscribe if you want more content like this. And remember, boring can be brilliant. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and maybe start that SIP today. Trust me, your future self will thank you.